Welcome to Last Day of Normal. I'm so excited to be part of this collaboration. Thank you to Natasha at the Budget Preppers for inviting me. Every year, Natasha does a collaboration with all kinds of food prep. There's dehydrating and freeze drying and all kinds of different methods, but any way that you can make your food last longer. So it's called May It Last 24 for the year, and she does it every year. There's going to be a link to a playlist in the description below so that you can follow along and see all the different contributors who have made videos for May It Last 24. So I just want to introduce you to my channel, Last Day of Normal, because I don't want to live like all the normal people. I see the results that living normal gets you, and I don't want to participate in that. And a big part of that is that I am a carnivore, and I have absolutely loved the results that I have gotten from that. I used to be 244 pounds when I just got fed up with eating normally, and I wanted to try something that would help me to feel better and to start losing weight, because I was just gaining and not sleeping well and aches and pains, and I just broke and I couldn't do it anymore. And I found Carnivore online and I started watching videos, especially Dr. Ken Berry and Sean Baker and Anthony Chafee. These are all very good places to start if you want to do your own research. I always recommend people start with Dr. Ken Berry. He's fantastic. And then I found other people like me who were just normal people who were trying to eat carnivore, and they were having fabulous results. And so I said, I'm gonna do it. And from that moment on, I ate nothing but meat, and it has worked out really, 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 really well for me. And I'm really enjoying creating content for carnivores, and one part of that is carnivore food preps, and how does a carnivore make their food last longer. It's a little more focused than just preserving a wide variety of food. We're really focused on specifically meats and animal product foods. Sometimes Natasha does do a drawing at the end of the month. I'm not sure. I think she said she was not going to do it this month, but if she does and you want to win something, then you need to make a comment in the video, and she'll randomly pick somebody from their comments in the videos that are in the playlist. So please make a comment and go back and watch the other videos and make comments in those too. And welcome to my channel. I hope you stick around and want to learn a little bit more about carnivore. So I have my pork loin here, $1.97 per pound. I've got 5 pounds, 5.75 pounds, total of $11. And I'm going to cut it in half for slicing. It's totally so frozen solid right now. I thought I was recording that whole time, but I was not. So I have the pork loin on the machine. Let's get a good view of that. And I'm going to cut it at a 2.5. Okay, so now we're going to stack them on the trays. So these are frozen solid, nice and thin, and they're stacking really well. We love these so much. We're eating them like crazy. And see how much fat is on there? Last time I thought I probably should have cut that off, but then we loved eating them so much, and it keeps this to be a more balanced protein to fat snack that I'm keeping the fat on this time on purpose. So we have one sitting out on the counter that we're just going to leave out in a container so the cats don't eat it, but we're testing to see how long these will last. Not refrigerated in any way. But these are just our favorite. We're going through them. But so for like $11, $12, if I do one of these a week, even if we ate that many, which we probably won't, but that would be amazing. They're great for traveling. They're just a really good, really delicious treat. I am gonna salt these, but I kind of want them to thaw out a smidge so that the salt will stick to them a little bit. Okay, let's go back to cutting the last of this part. So now this part is too thick, and so I'll just throw this in a pan and I'll have a little pork chop for me. So this is still really frozen. We did thaw it out for maybe an hour, but I kind of like it fairly frozen. These don't rip and tear as much. Down really thin because I flipped it over at the end there, but still, that'll be a good pork chop. And let's finish. And we are down to our last tray. So I think we'll have a really good amount here. Full load to run. Salt everything. What?
Just take a look at it.
They're beautiful. I'm loading the trays. I like these because they're square, they can go in any direction, it doesn't matter. So this is a Lincoln Outfitters 10 tray dehydrator from Rural King. So you hit power, it comes on, then you tell it how long you want it to go. I'm gonna set it for 24 hours, but it'll probably only need 3 or 4 maybe. And then I'm gonna keep it at 152 and hit start, because that's what the chart says for me, 8 to 10 hours, but this is so thin it won't need that long. at 145 to 155 degrees. So, oh, and jerky, 3 to 5 hours. See, perfect. Okay. And then the heat is in the back, and there's a fan, and it blows the heat through all the trays, so I don't have to rotate them or anything. It's really nice. The only part of this whole thing that is in any way yucky is cleaning the meat cutting machine. So it's probably better to just go ahead and cut up a whole bunch of meats, and even though you can't dehydrate them right then, stack them and freeze them so that you don't have to keep getting the cutter out and cleaning it, because that really is annoying. I really hate that part. So this has been running for about 6 hours. And I checked it a while ago and it looked pretty good, but I wanted the fat to get a little crispier. So it's not flexible anymore, it will break. But I think I'm just gonna let it go another hour just to get the fat a little crispier. But you can see the fat is melting off. These are so good. These are so good. All right, I'll just take this one and eat it, but it is almost done. Put the lid back on. It just hangs there. It's not sealed or anything. I am going to turn it off. There we go. It takes a minute because it has to cool down before it will turn it all the way off. And we're just gonna pop them in here and keep them in the fridge, and we'll eat them fast. So, gonna stack all these up. So good. All right, it only took a couple hours. I'm pretty excited about this. So I think I'm gonna put a layer in and then salt it again. And then put down another layer. And salt it again. So I did a thing, you guys. This is Colby cheese, freeze dried and blended. But then I powdered it. And then I put it on this.
These are my pork loin chips with powdered cheese on them. And these are like the best thing ever. Ever.
It's cheese coated.
And we have loved these pork chips, pork loin jerky, whatever you want to call it, so much that I have bought some boneless skinless chicken breasts I'm going to try. I have bought a roast, and I'm going to try that, and a couple more pork loins because we really, really, really like it. It's a good travel food, snack food, just in between meals food, and it has replaced some meals at times. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, and have a wonderful day.